water pump replacement on this. This is actually a GMC Savannah. Same thing as the Sierra, pretty much cutaway chassis. Any of the Chevy products, Chevy, Chevrolet, whatever you want to call it. All right. Oh, cool. Look, it comes with gaskets. Comes with bolts. So I got. So it's always good to reference. So I got 1, 2, 3. So I don't gotta mess with none of this. It's 1, 2, 3. Nothing behind the pulley itself. And then 1, 2, 3. Which would be these guys. Huh, it's missing a bolt. Would you look at that? This one, it's missing. Hey, welcome. You already know it. Appreciate you, bro. We gonna get some dubs on Warzone tonight. I'm off tomorrow. So first thing I'm about to do, bro, we're gonna take this hose off right here. It's the lower radiator hose. Normally I drain the coolant from the radiator itself, but it's old and it might break. So I'm just gonna take this hose clamp off, drain the coolant out. Nice and easy. Bing, bang, boom. Like you said, let's get to it. Ooh. I got a treat for y'all. So we're doing the water pump. It's a big old water pump. We're doing an idler pulley and a tensioner pulley and a new belt. Yeah, let's get it. All right. First things first, hose clamp. And I do have a special tool for this, but we just gonna use the pliers. You know what I mean? Get down in there. If you want to, you can lock these, but I never do. I just, I like struggling with them. Oh, look at that. It's coming off with the hose. I already got a bucket under here. There we go. There we go. Come on. They don't want to lock. Sometimes you can get them to lock. Sometimes they don't want to lock. But either way, it's gonna get off. One way or another. Sometimes pushing the clamp. It's great. It's like 50 out there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's fine. It was colder in here than it was outside. I really want to take this off. This is already annoying me. But I can't seem to get this stupid clamp off. Alright. That's fine. We have ways of dealing with you. Let's open the clamp, the pliers up a little more. See, I'm trying to get that metal piece. I don't know how well you can see. I'm trying to get this guy to go under the lip of the clamp. This is why I don't like these clamps. This is why I use spring clamps. Let's go up one more. And if not, I'm gonna go get my special little tool that works perfectly for these. See, there we go. So it just locked into place. Boom. So now I don't even gotta mess with that. I don't even gotta mess with it. My only beef. Yeah, what you got? The what? Yeah. Hood supports? Yeah, you want me to do that first? Alright, let me just get this cooling on. No! The hose just went back. See, the clamp went back on there. They released. Okay? And this is why we don't like these clamps. Never did. Never will. They pop. They hit you when they pop. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna push it towards the thermostat housing. And then I'll just take the hose off and hopefully this won't pop at me. Sheesh. This is what happens when stuff is old and never been replaced. Sheesh. This is why I don't like these clamps. And the amount of tension on this thing is crazy. And it won't come off the hose because it's like been biting on it for so long. It's just indented. Jeez. I don't think I've ever fought with a hose like this before. Like this is a strong clamp. Unnecessarily strong clamp. Alright. I'm also gonna, it shouldn't be pressure because the car hasn't been running, but if your car was running, let it cool down some, always, before doing this. But yeah, Rock, we gonna get to the bag, Rock. You already know. Alright. So, and this can help because this will relieve some of that pressure I'm fighting in this hose. Okay? Hopefully. In a second, I'm gonna unbolt the dang thermostat. Come on, you. Jeez. I shouldn't have to fight with no hose clamp like this. And the fact I can't get you off the hose is even crazier to me. Because that means you really ain't been touched. Which means ain't nobody ever changed this thermostat. I don't want to put a vice grip on this. Remove the hose clamp, he said. It'll be easy, he said. Holy cow. I promise you I won't put this hose back. I mean this clamp. lastly, I'm gonna take. It's just got an indent. You can't see it, but when I get it off, I'll show you. The hose is literally stuck on the opposite side. It doesn't matter how much it is or that I do. And now it doesn't want to lock anymore. So now not only am I fighting the clamp and the hose, and if I told you what I did before this, whoo, I'm so tired and weak, you'd understand. Oh my gosh. Tawfiq, do you have the clamp tool? Like the wire one? It's over here somewhere. Ooh, my back is on fire. I feel like it was in here. It's like up top somewhere. It's like there. It's not over here somewhere. Ah, here it is. I got it. Thank you. All right. So the way this works. This makes it so like if the clamp was all the way in the back or whatever the case may be, but you do it like this. I squeeze the little handle. And then it's supposed to lock it. It's supposed to lock it. So right now it's locked. Supposed to. Okay. Is it locked now? Are you locked now? So it wasn't locked. That's the lock I needed on right there. So what I need you to go like one more, but I don't want to go to one more. I need it to go. That's why what I need to do is probably either loosen or tighten this some. But regardless, this should be enough to keep it moving. Ooh, stubborn hose clamp. All right. We're really about to unbolt this thermostat. It's not gonna make it any easier because I still gotta get the hose up. But this is what it's stuck on. It's like a little ridge right here. I hate these hose clamps. Don't put these back, please. Please put coil style clamps. Nobody wants to fight with this all day. I promise you. Nobody wants to fight with this all day. Nobody. I mean, not the next person. I don't care how strong you are. You get hit with one of these hose clamps. It hurts. It hurts your hand. You feel it. It's painful. All right, we're gonna try. While I have this compressed, we're gonna try and pull the hose off again. For the third time. There we go. Finally. And that's why we put the pan on the bottom. Oh my gosh, this hose still don't want to come off. It's literally stuck on something on the other side, y'all. Can't make this shit up. Like, it's stuck. All right, first thing we're gonna do We're gonna release this. Okay? Release the clamp. We're gonna release the clamp, which doesn't want to be released. But I don't care what it wants. I just don't want it to pop at me. Holy cow. It still don't want to come off. Holy cow. Like it's stuck on that hose already. I really want to show you the other side of this thing. So you can see what I'm dealing with here. Like it's... I don't know what they did here. It's like literally it's attached to it. It really attached this to this? No way. Oh, it's just... Oh, they're so tight that... It really is, no. It's attached. Whatever. Because that makes perfect logical sense, you know? It's got like a keeper. Oh, stupid. Whatever. Well, rather than mangle the hose any more than we need to, we're just gonna put it back. Sheesh. That was fun. What did I get this from? That was very fun. Fun stuff. All right. No, this isn't the right coolant that's in there. Should be orange. I really wonder if stuff like that is what makes, you know, components wear faster and need replacement faster. Normally, I would say it would cause it to leak, but we don't have a leaking issue. Here, we just have a bad bearing, which could potentially leak, you know, but yeah. So I don't know if you can see this little rubber plastic piece or whatever, but this is what actually holds the clamp on, which is stupid if you ask me, because I don't want to reuse these clamps. It's stupid. But, you know, what do I know? I'm not an engineer. Yeah, I wish, trust me. I wish we had a different hose, because that's crazy. All right. Next, the upper radiator hose. So we'll do that one next, and hopefully not struggle for another 20 freaking minutes. I don't know why I put this back. I thought I wasn't gonna need it again. At least the last two I get to fight with have Phillips heads. Alright, and this is why this tool is cool, because when I put a clamp on a stupid orientation like this, alright, clamp, oh Lord, that thing's on there. Holy cow. Like, you really gotta be like the next strong. Like, look at that. That still has a way to go before it's technically fully compressed. Holy cow. This is ridiculous, y'all. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. In 2 hours, that should be that tight. Ain't no way. Sheesh. I really am gonna have to use them. Whatchamacallits? Like, that's crazy. Holy cow. Like, I can't even squeeze that with one hand. Like, these gotta be like 20 pound. 50, ain't no 10-pound clamp. So, you know, this is in the way. But I should be able to get it, hopefully enough. Oh, nope. All right, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna take this off first. Take this off first. Because I have to change that anyway. So when you have your police, you always want to check them. Make sure they spin freely, as well as they don't have play. No play side to side. Look at this one. This is seized. This is why we're replacing this. This should spin like that spins. Okay? But it don't. So this probably seized, either causing this to fail or this failed and that caused that to seize. Who knows? But even this don't really spin freely. It stops. That should spin. It should definitely spin way better than that. And for reference, so that's how the top one should spin. No, essentially spins about the same. Let's get this out of the way. 14s probably. Where is my gun? DeWalt. That'll get the job done. DeWalt. Is it DeWalt or DeWalt? Short story, I don't like torches. Anything with heat, I don't like. I'm missing sockets. I bet you it's a 13. Because, you know, I use even numbers. No, that's like a 14 or a 15. 15. I want to say it's a 15. Yeah, what did I tell you? 15. Let's see if my little 3/8 will get the job done. Oh, look at that. Light work. It's just them two, right? Three, 1, 2. Should be a third bolt somewhere. That doesn't go through, does it? No, because it don't go through there. So it should be 3 bolts with a third bolt. Under it. Definitely gonna need an extension for that. Get a little 3-inch. We need like a 3-inch or a swivel. Swivel socket would do good. We'll do a wobble socket. Since the water pump is wobbly, we'll use a wobble socket. Alright, so I don't know if you can see where the third bolt is. Damn it. Okay. So you want to be a weirdo. Don't worry, we'll get that bolt out after. So it wants me to tell you some force. We have ways to deal with you. Force. Power pole extend. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Oh, probably could have used. 3, 4. All right. Now we bring the big. And this is the little guy. Is it fully charged? It is. This is a little guy. Usually gets the job done. My 1/2 inch would have did this no problem. It's just you don't always have a 1/2 inch. I know a lot of people don't. And sometimes you don't always have the space to get. I really don't care if this falls because we're replacing it, but if you're not, don't drop it. 2 bolts, they're the same length, so it doesn't matter where these go. 3rd one fell in the belly pan. So there's a short bolt and 2 long bolts. Alrighty, boom, that's off. It's gotta come off anyway, so we'll take this off. This will give us a better view. I think this is the same. What happens here? Oh yeah, this bearing probably shot. Does this come with that? Yeah, this already has that on it. And there's like a little keeper, so it ain't supposed to do that. It's supposed to stay there. I'm assuming this keeper either fell out. But either way, we're gonna replace it with this guy. And that spins way better. Alright. Now you have a better view. So we got 3 volts on the side. Should have been 3 volts there, but there's only 2. These 2 bolts for the thermostat do not need to come out. The new one comes with it. So we're just gonna take the 2 hoses off. Those are the heater hoses. One is an inlet, one is an outlet. And that's pretty much it. Unbolt it. I'll figure out how to get this clamp off after. I might take it off with that side. We'll see how I feel. But we'll try this again. Now that we have the space, let's get these pliers. Where are they? Back in here. Okay. Okay. Put that right up like that. There we go. So that's all I'd be looking for is you to tell me that you're free. That's free. How I should be able to. Yeah, look at that. Down there at the bottom. I don't know if it's locked. It wasn't locked. That's why you try to lock them, because those will fly at you if they didn't have these keepers on there. So I assume that's why they put the keepers on there. But I would not use those. I wonder where that's leaking from right now. Is there a weep hole? last thing. So those 2 heater hoses over there, which conveniently have been replaced at some point because it should not have those hose clamps. Those are the hose clamps I'm talking about, the coil style. And if you look up here, I don't know how well you can see this, but those have not been changed. So I know for a fact somebody's been in here. One, because they broke that bolt, which I'm hoping isn't stuck in the block. But we're gonna take those off next. I think it's a 10. If not, they might be 8s. And it's an 8. So what we do now will get me an 8. I'm gonna use me a wobble socket and help me get down there. We're gonna get 8mm, and I'm gonna verify that this fits before I strip it. But it's 8mm, and there's 2 hoses, an inlet and an outlet. Yeah, this will fit perfect. All right. So now I just need an adapter to go from my 3/8 to a 1/4 inch. And then let's get these 2 heater hoses off. This is how you get your heat. Okay, we want them both loose. They are. Just slide them over. See how much easier that is than fighting with some stupid spring style clamps? So much easier. And now, what you're supposed to do is twist them, but these hoses feel a little, they feel like it's like soft, and then right here, it's questionable. Will they break? What I tend to do, same thing. Grab it and twist. You twist it. Alright, so that broke free. And now we're gonna wiggle it off. You can use a pry bar or a flathead to help, but twisting these and or rocking them back and forth is gonna be your best bet. Or you could use like these, but I like to use these guys. These are my best ones because they're at an angle. You can come in from the side like so, and push. Just make sure you're on there. I'm trying to go between the hose and the piping, if that makes sense. And it's moving, but then it's moving back. Because why not, right? Okay. And I'm trying not to soak the belt. That's why I'm trying to aim it away from the AC compressor. I just didn't want it sitting on top of that wire harness dripping this whole time. Because it's right there. I'm talking about this guy right here. So that's why when I pulled it, I let that drain that way, but I pulled the hose forward. Will it hurt it? Probably not. So I'm gonna dry it, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't like doing electrical repairs, especially unnecessary ones. All right, same thing here. Grab right in the middle and make sure you're holding it tight or you will tear the hose. Should be good. So unless you want to do this a second time, which I never want to do any of this the second time around. I don't know how well you can see because I know my head turned, but like, all right, there we go. And then, like I said, flathead, whatever you got, whatever works. This just works for me. All right, so we got both these hoses off, and I'm just pushing them to the side. Okay, so just push them to the side. That's draining. Now everything's out of the way. I can unbolt. So it should just be one. There should be a bolt there, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. When you pull this off, more coolant's gonna drop. So just keep the bucket there. All right. I think these are 8s as well. Either 8s or 10s. These are 10s. All right. So now, still gonna use my yellow guy. I think it's gonna be a little too much for this. So we'll use my yellow guy. To clear that, we probably need the same thing, like 3-inch. So I'll use this guy with our deep socket 10. See, a lot of these the extensions have play in them, and that's why you see me swapping them out so much. Because I don't like when my sockets fall off, and then I gotta find it, hope it fell all the way through, and it gets stuck in the engine bay somewhere. But, all right, so we're gonna do, yeah, see, that's on there. That's on there. I knew the other one was not gonna get the job done. All right, so what we're gonna do now, same thing we did before. We're gonna crack them loose. Crack them loose. Get the little extension. It's just corrosion. That's what we're fighting here. Oh, it's fighting me. So, 3. Just loosening it enough to where when I hit it with the gun, it's not gonna snap in under these. 1, 2, 3. Whew. All right. That was fun. For that, I could have just used my my 1/2 inch, but could have damaged it. Like I said, I want to go slow. Look at this. And it looks like somebody put either anti-seize or maybe that's silicone. But all that brown rust and corrosion is from not using the right coolant and not changing your coolant when you're supposed to. That's what that is. Hey, look at that. Wow. Wow. And that's what makes it difficult to get these out. Do not reuse these. Please, trust me, don't reuse them. Do not reuse them. Trust me. Getting these out is a miracle in itself. Yeah, look at that. Ain't nothing but corrosion on it. And then I'm pretty sure they put anti-seize. Look how clean that one is, at least at the end. This is crazy. Last one. Last but not least. Alright. Basura. Do not reuse these. Especially if it comes in new ones. Do not reuse these. These look terrible. Good old Chevy. Alright. Now, wiggle. That's it. I didn't think it was going to fall that easy. But same thing, I still try to point it away from the AC compressor. Alright, so let's have a closer look at this guy. So, like I figured, they put silicone here. Yeah, they put silicone, and that's what was holding the threads. But all of this on the gasket, like this was gonna leak soon. They put silicone here. Yeah, and it's not even the right silicone because this is deteriorating. Like that shouldn't do that. It shouldn't be coming apart and softening when it hits coolant. They used the wrong seals and everything for this. So don't do this, okay? Oh, yeah. I'm always fixing somebody else's stuff. Always. And like I said, this has play. This is a Gates. So this has definitely been replaced. It's definitely been replaced. Come on, Gates. Make better bearings. Make better bearings, Gates. Come on now. Comes with the gasket. I wouldn't even put silicone on this. There's no need. Clean that old stuff off. I don't know why he put silicone on this. That makes no sense. I would not do that. Like normally, if it was a metal gasket or even a rubber gasket, it's a paper gasket. It's thick enough. I mean, they could have matched it better, like on this corner here. They could have matched it better. But, yeah, no. They bugged out by doing that. Bugged out. Is this the original gasket? Yeah. Yeah, boy. They bugged out with this one. I don't know if y'all can see down there. But, this one don't want to come out as easy, so I'm gonna have to use like a pig tool probably for some of this. Clean it up. Is that a spider? No. Yeah. But I'm pretty much done. I'm just going to, no, that's not gonna stick there. I don't want you there. That's for sure. Can I put you here? Look at that. Or even better. All right. Yeah, this is crazy. These are rubber though. So we'll see if this gasket that we got is any better. I'm gonna get a towel real quick. Spray it with some brake clean. Wipe it down. Rub it down. Yeah, somebody snapped the stud. That's what that is right there. He snapped it. So, question now is, do I extract the stud? Or do I just not put the bolt back? And this is what makes things take longer. Because who knows how long that's been in there for. I can tell you right now, it's been at least a year. At least one cold winter. Now, if I'd have known this, I would have let it run one more time so it could heat up. I might get to heat to get this thing out because I don't like fighting with stuff. And this is why shops charge extra. They'll be like, oh, well, it's an extra hour because we have to extract the bolt. Damn yeah, hell yeah, I want my extra hour. It's not part of the job. It's not. 3 hours would not pay me enough to do this. The only reason I don't care is because I'm not flat rate. I'll take my sweet time. All right, next. Gotta stay hydrated. Next, we're gonna clean the block off a little bit. Probably use this guy. Put a nice razor on it. No, we use a brush. There's a bolt that's snapped in there. So I didn't break it. That's a replaced water pump. It says Gates on the back. So whoever did it last time snapped one of the bolts off and half of it's sticking out of the block. Do you want to try and extract it or just put it back without that bolt? Because, I mean, it wasn't leaking, so I don't think it needs the bolts, you know?
Maybe heat it and the vice grip maybe coming out.
Vice grip?
Like
That thing was tight. I couldn't even get it out with my DeWalt. I had to break it loose by hand with a ratchet. But we're gonna need some. We're gonna need.
You can heat it a little bit.
We could heat it. I'm saying we're gonna need, like, I'm gonna need some leverage. A vice grip ain't gonna cut it. We're gonna need. You probably gonna need an extractor.
What do you, I don't know how is this not working like this way or no?
It's tight. Like,
Too tight, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. We can hit it with a torch, but I still think you're gonna need your extraction kit. I don't think you're gonna
You
get.
have a structure kit?
Nah, you have one. I've seen it before.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somewhere. Like, we could clean this up as much as we can with, like, the die grinder, but I'll tell you right now. Like, look at these bolts. I thought every single one of these ones I thought was gonna snap. Cause I could tell you right now, whoever did it used a 1/2-inch gun. That's why I didn't do it. I tried my 3/8. I saw it was too tight. I said, all right, we're gonna break these loose by hand. Look at these.
Yeah. It's like coming with new bolt.
Yeah, that's why, exactly. But whoever replaced it, I don't think they replaced it with new bolts. I think they put the old bolts back in there. Cause look, this is Gates. See? So that's been replaced already. That's been replaced. And those gaskets, these are rubber versus that's paper. And then they just silicone everything, and it's not the right silicone. You don't use gray silicone on water. Use blue silicone. Blue RTV. All right. Yeah, pro. Pro technician. I hate it. It's funny because I just said how I don't like these and I gotta use it now. So all right, just hit this is all. How do you turn it? I'm gonna turn it up. Just unlock. Okay, I gotta move it. Okay. 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 Okay.
I'm gonna use this one.
It's loose.
Maybe this one. Oh no, maybe you have to tighten it.
Yeah, probably this, whatever that little thing is on the side. See, now you messed with it. It was just fine. You messed with it.
This is
Yeah. That's why you don't use big guns all the time. I don't know, 10 millimeter. I'm not putting a 1/2 inch impact on a 10 millimeter bolt. And it's like 5, 6 inches long. Absolutely not. That's why I take my time. I want to clean it with a whiz wheel. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna get a brush and take my time. You know? Take my time. Tool's nice, you know, but it's just, if it's gonna make like this a mistake, I'd rather not, you know? Now this is more work. This is an extra hour. Now the customer gotta pay an extra hour because I messed up, you know? Because you know exactly what they say. The technician, yeah, the bolt broke. Tell the customer we need an extra hour. Why the bolt broke? Not because you was taking your time. Use a battery brush. Do that. This one. Maybe this one here. But if not, use a battery brush. Ridiculous. It was over here. I seen it. Okay, so let's clean this up. Nothing crazy. You ready? Whenever you're ready, let me know.
yeah. You wanna heat it for you?
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get as much of the gasket off as I can. And whatever corrosion we can get off the bolt, because it was just exposed. So you know, corrosion, rust, all of that. And this ain't the right coolant. It should be, you know, Dex Cool. So it should be orange or red. They have this green stuff in it. It just doesn't protect. Like you can mix it with any coolant, but it doesn't protect this, you know? It makes your gaskets leak quicker, and then those are paper gaskets now. You know what I mean? So even more likely to leak, especially if wrong coolant or the coolant gets too hot. If you don't realize your coolant gets too hot, it's gonna make your seals go back. Huh? Which one? I was thinking that I just,
Yeah, fine.
it's there. This is like, yeah, as soon as I hit it, too much, you know? I don't want to take too much off. It's iron, I think, iron block. Trying to give you some light. So the heat makes the expand on the threads, right? So now vice grip. You don't think I could do it with this? Nah, I don't think this will work. Let's try vice grip. Where'd you put it? You put a vice grip back? Here? I'll tell you right now, that little one damn sure don't cut it. If anything, try. Okay, try this. All right, let's see. Survey says
No, you need tight.
yeah.
It's like kids tight. I'm gonna use this one here.
What those?
You use this one here, like in the front, like this one. Put it like this one.
In the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like this one. Five.
The key is to try this before.
No, no. Do it
Tighter.
Move.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Maybe like if you put some silicone around it, should be not tight, no leak, you know?
That's what I think, because it wasn't leaking now.
Yeah, it's okay. Just put a little silicone, tighten the two bolts together, and it should be fine.
That's what
It's
one.
too close together, the three bolts like close together.
Yeah, that's what I was
It's not far
thinking.
away, yeah. It's not far away. You just put silicone around it. I put it on tight, good tight, and it should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to see if,
It's moving.
yeah, if it'll move it all. Whew. I was optimistic. So, yeah, this would have to go to like a machine shop, or if you have a good extraction kit. I'm not messing with it. It wasn't leaking. This wasn't the issue. I'm gonna leave it alone. I wonder if the customer knows whoever even did this. Like I said, now just cleaning this up some. This is a battery brush that I'm using, that you normally use in terminals. Okay. One more time. With the rag. I use these heavy duty shop paper towels. Very simple job. Would have been done already had, we'll just call them numbnuts. Had numbnuts not broke this stud off. If you can, warm the car up, do it when it's warm. Don't do it when it's stone cold. Should never try to extract anything stone cold, especially spark plugs. People love to do that. Don't do that. Don't be people. All right. I'm back here. I'm just wiping this down just in case he does have a leak. If it comes from behind there, you can see it. It's where the timing chain is. That's something I'm trying to mess with. All right. But the least I can do while I'm down there is clean it up for you. So I can do that. That way, if he does develop a leak, it's not like, where's the leak coming from? You know? It's the least I can do. You know? I try to be helpful. Think of others. You know, it's the little things. It's the little things in life. Now don't go crazy and destroy the portion of the gasket that's sticking out. But you know, I don't like to not see all this caked up oil from whatever was leaking. Who wants to see that? While you're down there, clean it up. Look at that, you can see the silver. And that belt will dry. It'll be alright. Alright, so pretty much clean. Put everything back. We're gonna put silicone around that guy. That's just so it doesn't leak. There's a gasket there. Shouldn't leak. I just want to ensure that it doesn't. I don't know if he has blue silicone. I feel like I've seen it here before. Transparent. It's clear. Doesn't say 8 to 12 hours for curing. I don't want that. Ultra gray. This is really for oil. Says water pumps. Says you can use this on water pumps. But I'm not gonna do that because this is gonna take too long. Let dry for 1 hour, then tighten the Torx bit. Allow 24 hours to fully cure before filling with fluids. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But I have my special silicone that returns the service in an hour. This stuff. The right stuff. 1 minute return of service. Telling you, if you want to know what you got is not leaking, go to right here. Go to. All I do, stupid. Bada bing. There is bada boom. A little bit of air, bada bing, bada boom. Boom. Clear it for the new silicone. Stuff is awesome. Have not had a problem with it yet. This is what I use to fix the oil feed or the oil return line on my wife's Audi. It's putting about a quart of oil. If anybody knows about those Volkswagen or Audi 2.0 turbos, they'll tell you. They drink some oil. But other than, the actual the regular consumption you deal with, I also was dealing with a leak. There we go. All right, so now all I'm doing here, just putting some around the bolt. I'm going to use this more so. I'm putting this on the threads because this will actually help it to not rust over. And then whoever has to pull this next time won't hopefully have to fight with it as much. Okay? And it has a gasket there. And the bolt is going to be there. So I really don't need to do this. But I just want to be safe. I don't like taking chances. Oh, did my headlamp really just... Wow, my battery. For that flashlight. I guess it's been about 2 hours. It doesn't need this. I'm just doing this to ensure that it's not gonna leak. Because I could take that bolt out, but I'm probably not gonna. Can you take this bolt out? I think it's in the house. Yeah, no, you can't even. I don't think you can take these out. I don't know if I wanted to. Let me see. Oh, you can. And then I would just put silicone there normally. What I'm gonna do, so I'm actually gonna put silicone here. So it should go through. It should cure almost right away. Because if it's going to leak, I want to stop it from leaking back here. I don't want to stop it from leaking in the front. Because then this fills up with coolant. And then when it fills up with coolant, it rusts. And when it rusts, it doesn't want to come off. So, okay. Got that guy. Bada bing, bada boom. First thing I'm gonna do right now, move this up out of the way. Normally if I didn't put the silicone, I wouldn't care as much. But I just put silicone, so I care a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna move this light over. Okay, put this light like here. Then what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna put that on that stud right there, as well as line you up with you. Okay, so we got that started. Now, grab the other ones. Okay. This. Now, I don't think that's a 10. I think it's a 12 or a 13. So now, we will grab I'll try 12. But if I had to guess, probably a 13. Well, we're gonna start with the 12. Would you look at that? It's a 13. What did I say? It's like, why doubt yourself? I just be trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, you know? They couldn't wish that much bad luck, huh? You would think. You would think. Now we're gonna use this one because I don't want to snap them when they're going in. So we're gonna go slow. And honestly, I'm gonna make sure that this guy is seated. Because it's hard to tell sometimes. I'm just going till it stops. I did the top one, and you always go in a cross header. So I did that one, and I'm gonna do this one. So I do this guy up top. Stop there. Okay. Hit this with like a turn. Turn. Hit this with like, see, it doesn't say all the way. Hit this with a turn. And then come back to this guy. Okay. Now we're gonna go look at the torque spec. Torque spec, torque spec. Yeah, that's me. All right. Let's see the torque spec, everyone. Installation, blah, blah, blah. Tighten the work pumps bolts to a first pass 11 foot-pounds. Then a final pass of 22. It doesn't give an order. All right, so 11 foot-pounds and then 22 foot-pounds. 11 foot-pounds. All right. 11 foot-pounds. So 10 foot-pounds would be 120 inch-pounds. Okay. Yes. 120 inch-pounds. That's 10 feet right there. So if we add another 12 inch-pounds, that would be 11. Okay. Because 10 foot-pounds would be 120 inch-pounds. So we're gonna do this now. first pass. 2, 3. Okay. I bet you whoever put these on the first time didn't torque these, and that's another reason why that one broke. 2, 3. All right. So that's 11. Then it says to do 22. So this is 10. This is 20. So 20 times 12 would be 240. So this would be 21. This would be 22. Okay. 22. So we're gonna do, so just put that one over there. We're gonna do, okay, 3 for good luck. Gucci down to the socks, like Big Papa. All right. So we got water pump back on, torqued back to spec. It's been torqued to specifications. Now we're gonna put our heater hose. It's basically reverse order now. Heater hose is back on. Like, look how much easier these are. Oh my gosh. It's like, why would you ever use anything else? All right, there we go. So, yeah, obviously. Tighten that down. We're gonna use this guy. And that was what, the 8. Still going, there it is. Okay. So now, make sure you put these like almost exactly in the same spot. If you could put it exactly in the same spot, like meaning like line up these ridges if you can. That's what I like to do. And if not, at least put it in the same exact spot it was in. 1, so next time you can get it as easy as you got it the first time. 2, so it doesn't leak. I don't like nothing leaking. That's it right there. And I'll do 1, 2, 3. That should be good right there. Boom, boom. Stuff don't go nowhere. Heater hoses are important, especially right now. It's cold. So if you want heat, make sure. So see how this is? Damn it. Just pull my glove in with it. Slowly. So see how those aren't flush? It doesn't really matter. But if you can get them all the way flush, get them all the way flush. Oh, that should be good. I don't think that's gonna do nothing. I don't like seeing no gaps like that. But the main thing is that lip that's right there. This light's in the way. I hope not. Whew. This is a lot. Hi. Hi, Miss Jackson. Mom Dukes. Three. Boom. It's nice and tight. Coolant's not gonna leak past that. I can tell you right now. But of course, obviously, we're gonna check for leaks afterwards. Okay. Put that hose on because trying to put it on with that thing out of the way was a pain. And I don't want to do that again. I don't. So now we're gonna put this hose back on. To make it less difficult, just put a little coolant. We still got coolant on the inside of the hose, but put some coolant. Coolant actually helps lubricate. That's why you're supposed to have certain coolant in the water pump. You know? There's a reason for that. Alright. This guy was a pain in the butt. But we're gonna see what happens now. Almost wants to go on without fighting me. Almost. Wow, look at that. Look what happens when there's not corrosion buildup. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And there's actually a line here that you want to try and match up with this guy right here. So that's good. It's right behind this little ledge, I call it. Like I said, they all have this little like ledge flare design on the end of the actual hose itself and on the front. So I can't go too far down, but you want to make sure it's covering it. All right, so we did that guy. Next, could we do this guy? Oh, boy. I should release the hose clamp. What do you guys think? That might help, right? Don't fight with me. Don't fight it. Because you're going to lose every time. Yeah, me personally, I'd change these hoses up. So I don't got to reuse them stupid spring-style clamps. Alright. Next, for the tensioner, another other pulley on, and then the fan. Fan goes on last, and then the fan shroud. All right. So, bada bing, bada boom. Put this guy on. If you're reusing the old one, just, put the old one in the back. I'm going to run it down until it bottoms out. Not hold it there. And then when it bottoms out, I am going to go look at the torque spec. Okay? I'm not running it down and just holding it. No. And this is a 15. I love that they always change the bolt size. 13 to 14 to 15. It's lovely. So like right there it stopped. I'm leaving it right there. And that spins a million times better than that other one did. All right, next, that guy. I really didn't pay attention. I think it goes to those 3 bolts. Now, just so you know, we got the long bolt goes here, the long bolt goes here, and the short bolt goes here. Okay? Yeah. It's like almost like this, right? No. I feel like it was definitely up an angle. Yeah, it goes into that one. Sorry. It goes bank, bank, bank. That's what I thought. Alright. So long bolt. It's still in the correct spots. I just didn't line it up right. So I was like, that's not how in the direction it goes. So long bolt goes there. Alright. And then the short bolt goes at the bottom. Okay. And then these, I think, are 15s as well. So get this guy, pew, pew, pew. Just till it stops. Just till it stops. Okay. See now the thing here, this one didn't stop. So, this makes me wonder if that's supposed to go there or not. It makes me wonder if that's supposed to go there or not. Because now, I don't want to go. So let's try this again. See it? Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was right before I told you the wrong info. So yes, long bolt, because it comes through the back. You can kind of see it. And I know you heard it and you're like, oh, it's not, it just touched. Like I promised, I was looking at it. All right, now let's go look up the torque specs. Set all the hoses, position, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we're gonna do drive belt. Huh. I guess because you technically don't need to. No, you do need to remote. No, I don't think you need to remove those. Oh, they do have a special tool to remove the water pump. Nope, that's only for the 4.3 engine. Not for the 4.8. Alright, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna look up the idler pulley. Snug the bolt finger tight, which is what I did. Tighten a 37. So this is 37 foot-pounds. And then tensioner. So 37. Belt tensioner. Oh, let's check in with the chat. What's the chat saying? What's up, chat? All right, so now we do. What was I doing? Tensioner. So, yeah, if you look here, long bolt, short bolt, which is very helpful. And these are same thing, 37 foot-pounds. So all bolts, 37 foot-pounds. And that's for the bottom tensioner. We're not messing with the AC one though. This car has 2 tensioner pulleys, which is very nice. Unlike some of the Ford 2.0 and 1.5 freaking EcoBoost that has a stretch belt. Sorry, getting worked up. So this needs to be 37. So that's 40, 39, 38, 37. 37. Yeah. Normally it doesn't matter. Oh. I think tight enough is tight enough. But being that this thing already had an issue, I'm not taking a chance. So with the light out the way, now we're gonna tighten you to 37 foot-pounds. Jeez. Okay. Fine, we'll go back to this way then. That's 37, all right? Phone's about to die. Phone is gonna die soon, y'all. 2, 3. All right, and that was the short one I did first. 2, 3, and then this guy down there. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Then we put the belt on. And that's this tensioner right here. I just gotta figure out which way it goes to loosen the tension. Is it left or right? I'll use, is it 15 or is it 14? Okay, so the belt goes around it. So it probably needs to go down, which means I need to go up. Nope, it goes the other way. It goes down, okay. And I definitely would have known that if I would just paid attention. Okay, so I didn't get a full swing out of that. What I'm gonna do now is blow some air through there, trying to help dry it off a little quicker. Is it necessary? No, but I'm still gonna do it. Let me draw this back off.